Good morning, Internet, and welcome to Scoreboard, your morning report. A little more action today than yesterday. NHL plus American League East. That's what we'll be reporting today. A little different format, but and a feel-good story at the end, if you will. I just also might want to comment right now that we are experiencing here in Brockville the effects of those forest fires in La Belle-Province, and the smoke is hanging over the city, and the aroma is definitely adding to the air. Let's take a look at baseball yesterday, and man, oh man, Alex Manoah having a really tough start to the season, and I think, excuse me, it's time that he make that 60-mile trip over to Buffalo and get in some rehab there in Buffalo, because, man, he only lasted a third of an inning, gave up 7 runs last night. Blue Jays were unable to recover from that, and of course they lost 11-4. Tampa Bay continued on their way at the top of the East with another win last night. So let's take a look at those standings then. Tampa Bay on top, 43-19. Baltimore, 37-22. Yankees, not that far behind, 36-25. Blue Jays maintaining contact, 33-28. And look at those Red Sox back up to 500, 30-30. Taking a look at the Central Division, there's Minnesota on top, 31-29. Guess where everybody except Boston would be ahead of them if they moved to the Central. Cleveland, 27-32. Look at that. Minnesota barely over 500, and all the rest of the teams in the Central Division below 500. And in the West, Texas is on top, 39-20. Houston, defending World Series champions, 36-24. Los Angeles Angels, 31-30. Seattle, 29-30. And Oakland, 29-50. For a little change up today, we're going to report batting only individual stats for today, just to keep things down a little bit. Bo Bichette has slipped out of that first spot, but he'll get his act back together again. Home runs, big change here too. Aaron Judge slipped down into the number 1 position, or number 2 position, while Alonso from the Mets has taken over the league lead with 21. We'll throw in the stolen bases here. We see Whit Merrifield has dropped out of those top 10 hits. Well, here we go. We finally got Bo Bichette back in the lead of the parade here. Still at the top with 87 hits, and still in the hitting department. RBIs, no Blue Jays here in the RBI reporting section. I guess there's not too much we can do in stats, but I just want to that feel-good story I was talking about. If you had a chance to see my Facebook page yesterday, I added another trailer to that story about that Tyke team that Wally and I coached probably 55 years ago. And the quirkiness that both Wally and I had our grandsons play for the Peterborough Petes. Brandon was the captain of the Peets. Oh, jeepers, that'd be 6 years ago now. Brandon just had his birthday on Saturday, turned 27. And Wally's grandson, Gavin, played this year and in his second Memorial Cup in a row. But what I wanted to add was there was another grandpa story connected with the Memorial Cup. Goaltender William Russo for the Quebec Ramparts, coached by Patrick Roy, his grandfather, Bobby Rousseau, also has his name on the Memorial Cup, and as his Bobby's brother, Roland, also had his name on he played with the Royals, Montreal Royals. Dickie Moore was on that same team, by the way. They were the 1948 Memorial Cup champions. Well, back to Bobby Rousseau, grandpa to William Rousseau of this year's team. Bobby played 1 year of junior hockey here in Brockville. They were the Brockville Canadiens. They were the #1 farm team of the Montreal Canadiens. Bobby Rousseau, Norm Denis, Jacques Laperriere, Keith McCreary, Gilles Francoeur, who never made it in the NHL. I think he played for the Clinton Comets a year after he played in Brockville. He was my favorite by far. Wore #9. What a skater. But anyways, Bobby Rousseau, Montreal Canadiens. He led the Canadiens in scoring 1 year, won a couple of Stanley Cups with the Canadiens. He was Rookie of the Year in the NHL, the first year he was a regular player. Yes. Aside from Memorial Cup, a couple of Stanley Cups, he got a silver medal in the 1960 Olympics in Squaw Valley. The story goes, he was coming out of the Capitol Theater in Brockville. He was met by an agent from the CNR who said, "We have a telegram here for you, sir." And it was from the equivalent at the time of Hockey Canada, asking him to join the Kitchener-Waterloo Dutchmen to play in the Olympics in Squaw Valley, which he did do, and they won a silver medal. Congratulations to Bobby. After his retirement, Bobby became a golf pro, owns a couple of golf courses. Unfortunately now, Bobby is suffering from dementia. Still has many of his faculties, the family reports. Anyways, that's it for this morning. We'll see everyone tomorrow morning. No NHL games till Thursday when they go back to Florida. But that's it for today. Let's hope the Blue Jays get their act together against Houston and be a little merciful to Alex Manoah and give him a chance to play in Buffalo. Thanks for watching.